Ryan Macbeth Classic Sounds.
Ever wanted to know more about the legendary Earth, Wind and Fire? Then stay tuned. Hey, welcome to Ryan Macbeth Classic Sounds, where I discuss the facts about iconic artists, genres, or decades. I'm Ryan Macbeth, and today I will discuss the fun and interesting facts, plus give you some song recommendations. Let's jump in. First up, interesting facts. Founder Maurice White chose the name based on its astrological sign Sagittarius, which is tied to the elemental qualities of earth, air, wind, and fire, deliberately omitting water. Before forming Earth, Wind and Fire in Los Angeles, Maurice White led a Chicago group called the Salty Peppers alongside Wade Flemons and Don Whitehead. The opening line of their hit September was inspired by the estimated due date of Maurice White's first son, KB. Co-writer Ali Willis also noted the date was kept because the phrasing sang better than any other day. Maurice White introduced the kalimba, an African thumb piano, to global pop audiences, playing it on nearly every Earth, Wind and Fire album to blend traditional African polyrhythms into R&B and jazz. The band's core lineup featured three brothers: founder Maurice White, bassist Verdine White, and drummer Fred White, who joined in 1974 at age 19 after touring with Donny Hathaway. To build their theatrical 1970s live shows, the band hired illusionist David Copperfield to engineer the stage effects, allowing band members to levitate and disappear mid-song. Earth, Wind and Fire achieved 11 consecutive gold albums, 8 platinum albums, and sold over 90 million records worldwide. They were also introduced into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2000. The group's sonic trademark rested on the dual lead dynamic between Maurice White's resonant tenor and Philip Bailey's soaring 4-octave falsetto. Now it's time for some fun facts. Before founding the band, Maurice White was an in-demand session drummer for Chicago's legendary Chess Records, playing on hit recordings for Muddy Waters, Howling Wolf, Etta James, and The Impressions. Their signature #1 hit, Shining Star, was born during a midnight stroll at Caribou Ranch Studio in Colorado, where Maurice White looked up at the clear Rocky Mountain night sky and was struck by the atmosphere. The band's famous 1970s album artwork, blending futuristic sci-fi with ancient Egyptian pyramids on records like All in All and I Am, was illustrated by Japanese artist Shosei Nagaoka. The band's legendary horn section was so sought after in the industry that Phil Collins recruited them to play on his multi-platinum solo albums, including hit tracks like Sussudio and One More Night. Now it's time for my 4 songs, Shining Star and Reasons. In second place, I have chosen September. Co-writer Ali Willis repeatedly begged Maurice White to replace the meaningless refrain Bardia with real lyrics during writing sessions, but White refused, giving her the classic advice: never let a lyric get in the way of a groove. In 2019, the Los Angeles City Council officially declared September 21st as Earth, Wind and Fire Day in honor of the song's famous opening line, "Do you remember the 21st night of September?" And now, drumroll please. In first place, I have chosen Boogie Wonderland. Despite its explosive, upbeat disco groove, the song was actually inspired by the grim 1977 Diane Keaton film Looking for Mr. Goodbar. Co-writer Ali Willis wrote the lyrics to reflect the dark, desperate escapism of people going to nightlife venues to numb their personal pain. In 1980, the song was nominated for Best Disco Recording, making it one of the only tracks ever nominated in that category. As the Recording Academy eliminated the short-lived award category the very next year, it did, however, win the Grammy for Best R&B Instrumental Performance. Timeless Tune. Now it's time for my Timeless Tune, a standout track that fits perfectly in today's topic. The song I have chosen is Let's Groove by Earth, Wind and Fire. I chose this song because it is such a great song. You should definitely add this to your playlist. Send in your requests using the link in the description. That's it for today's episode of Ryan Macbeth Classic Sounds. Thanks for hanging out and discovering some cool facts and tunes with me. If you enjoyed it, be sure to subscribe so you never miss a classic moment. Got a favourite artist or song you want me to cover? Drop me a message. I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, keep the music playing.
Ryan Macbeth Classic Sounds.